Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Apollo ELD driver guide brought to you by Think Wireless Solutions. In this video, I will be covering how to use the app from a driver perspective on a tablet or a phone. Once you have received a login from your administrator, you can go ahead and open the app. At that point, you will enter in your username and password. Upon logging in, you're going to be prompted by the asset selection page. So for today, I'm going to select a tractor that I'm going to drive. And I'm also going to select a trailer. If there is no trailer to select, you can select or deselect it, and you confirm it with the arrow check mark in the top right. I'm then going to scroll down and confirm my odometer value and click Save. At this point, I'm going to be prompted by the Scan Device page. This is where the tablet or phone will scan for the Bluetooth ELD device within the cab of the vehicle. You would click Scan and it would detect the device and you would select it and click Continue. For this demonstration, I'm in an office and I do not have an ELD device beside me, so I'm just going to skip this part. Once you've selected the device and you've connected to it, it will run an ELD diagnostic and everything here should pass in green. As I do not have a device, that will not happen, so I'll just click Continue. And you can see here we are brought to the primary page of the app. So in the top right, we have a Bluetooth device or a Bluetooth connection signal. My apologies. A Bluetooth logo. If this is in green, everything's good. If it's in red, it means that the connection between the ELD and the tablet is not working, so please run a diagnostic to confirm the connection. If the truck here is in red, it means more than likely that the physical connection between the ELD device and the truck has been disrupted. This could be caused by bumps or turns, so please check the physical connection of the vehicle. If you're having any issues with this and troubleshooting, open up the menu in the top left and you can see the help and support at the bottom. Opening this, you'll see there is the mandatory in-cab required documents as well as diagnostic tools to troubleshoot the ELD. Going back to the home page at the bottom, we also see an officer icon in the middle at the bottom. This is the button you will click should an MTO or DOT officer ask to see your logs. If you hit print display logs, it will display a PDF of the last 2 weeks of driving. Even if you have not been driving with the app for 2 weeks, it will still display the last 2 weeks, so you do not need to worry about this when transitioning from another ELD system. As you can see, we are the 8th today and it drawed my log all the way up to the 24th of the previous month. If the officer wants you to send them the file, you can click Export. This will prompt you with an email. Enter in the officer's email, attach a comment, and click OK, and they will receive a PDF of your last 2 weeks of logs. To then return into the app, you will enter in the password that you use to log into the system and click OK. So for today, we're going to go on duty, click OK, and mark what I'm doing. My pre-trip inspection. At this point, I will open up the menu in the top left, scroll down to the bottom, and go to inspection reports. We see that there is one due. I'm going to click the plus, select my template. We're going to do Canada Heavy Vehicle Schedule 1. Click OK. Here we can see the defect list for my trailer or tractor. No news is good news when it comes to this system, so you only indicate any defects. Let's say there's a defect with my truck. I could select it, and then I'm going to take a picture of the defect to include with the report. Here we can see I've attached a picture. If I need to attach an additional picture, I click the plus. Otherwise, click the back arrow. Everything's good with the trailer. Let's leave it. Then go to Finalize. Here you're going to enter the odometer value. You are going to sign off on your log, and you can see that a signature and a picture is included. After that, we're going to click the cloud icon to upload, select the language that we want to upload the log template as. So we're going to select English here, click OK, and then it's going to give us a preview of the log that we just did. So the first 8 pages are for the tractor, and the second 8 pages are for the trailer. You can see here the trailer information, and then on the last page we will see my signature and any pictures attached for defects. And now we can see that the trailer is indicated, the truck is indicated as red, so there is a defect on it and it should be looked at by a mechanic. So in the system, if you want to go to driving, you select drive, switch it, everything's been done, and click OK. At this point, we won't be able to access anything in the menu as we are driving, and we shouldn't be distracted driving. If you are done driving, you can simply switch it to on duty and go through the menus. In the menus, we can see the annotations. So this is just a log of the events that I've done. So pre-trip, post-trip inspections. The certification shows that the log itself, so the ELD hardware and software, is a certified device and recognized by Transport Canada and the US as a official ELD device. Diagnostic is where you'll run any issues when troubleshooting. Driver profile is where you're able to switch the rule set for your drivers. So let's say I'm Canada Cycle 1. I want to switch my cycle because it was set to 70-hour before. We're going to scroll down and then click Save. The logbook is to personally display your logs. So we can see here, I've gone on and off duty a few times today and driving. If I need to export my logs, again, I could do this on the device in the middle via email. The admin also has access to the logs on the desktop portal, or I could just show it as a PDF similar to the PDF shown for the MTO officer on the side of the road. It will just convert it to a PDF. Again, this is for your own use. If you need to provide an officer the details, please do it through the officer mode function. Notifications. This is where you'll get notifications regarding needing to certify records, potential violations, as well as any log updates made by the dispatcher. Scan devices. This is where you go to switch to a new Bluetooth device when switching between trucks. Please also remember to switch the vehicle within the vehicle profile. So you go here, select a different tractor, click OK, and you are good to go. And then you would scan the device and go from there. And then if we had any logs to certify today, you could select all or select them individually and certify them. You must certify your logs before you log out. You will be prompted by the system to certify your logs when you are logging out. Underneath violations, we will see any violations our profile has acquired. So 14-hour limit, etc. This will appear in here, as well as a tablet or phone notification. And that about sums it up. We have our About ELD, which is a page that's redundant as it's supposed to be underneath certification. So that's all the driver should need. Everything is fairly straightforward from this perspective. Again, the help and support guide can be found on the bottom of the menu, and this provides more than enough information to understand the app. I hope this guide helped. Please remember before logging off to go off duty, change things, and to log out of the system. Do not forget to log out as a driver. It will prompt you to certify your records. It might take a little while as it is sending off all of the inspection reports and logs that you have created. And then once it is logged out, you are okay to close the app. So the reason that this took so long was because I've made multiple attempts and created multiple sets of DVIR logs, etc. But please do wait until it logs out. That way there's no issues with logging back in, and then you are good to go ahead and close the app. I hope this guide was helpful, and please drive safe.